let's get into some more Michael Jackson. This is Smile. Oh, I can do that.
Smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by if you smile.
Wow.
With your fear and sorrow, smile and maybe tomorrow you'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just light up your face.
Do you know, I know this song, but I've never heard Michael sing it. It takes on a whole different thing when he sings it. It means something completely different because of the rest of the album. This is actually a rather good song to end this album on, to be honest. Wow. That is powerful stuff, man. I know this song. I don't know who sings it. It's a woman. It's a woman who sings it. And I've definitely heard it. I've heard it a bunch of times. I've never actually heard it all the way through, I don't think. I only ever heard like the beginning part over and over and over and over. But all I can say is that Michael is singing it better than whoever the woman was, in my opinion. I know this song, yeah. And also it's jazzed up. The original that I've heard, it kind of started off about the same, actually. It's like that 1940s, 50s vibe. I don't know when the original actually came out. It might have been a 60s song for all I know. I don't know, but it's like the original that I heard it's old. It sounds old, but this has been jazzed up. So it's got a little bit more of like a 2000s or 90s like kind of vibe to it. So
every trace of sadness, although a tear maybe ever so near,
it means something completely different when he sings
that's the
it.
time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Though your heart is aching, smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by if you smile through your fear and sorrow.
Stunning, man.
Smile and maybe tomorrow you'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile.
Stunning, man.
it worthwhile if you just smile?
I love that little laugh he got there. A little like giggle. Wow. Whistling. Wait. Is that Michael whistling? Have I ever heard him whistle before? No, I don't think I've ever heard him whistle before. That's a first, I think. Yeah, wow, okay. It kind of hits you in a different way because it's coming from him. It means something else when it's coming from him than the original, you know? You gotta smile. If you don't smile, you're gonna cry, man. What's the use of crying when you can just smile your way through life, you know? And if you go by someone in the street and you smile at them, maybe it's going to make their day. You know, it might be the first smile that they've got. So, you know, smile at everybody you can, and just try and bring a little bit of happiness into people's lives. You know, as I said, I know the song, but it takes on a whole different persona when Michael sings it, because it really just sums up his bloody life, really. He's been in the spotlight all them years, and he was taught to smile, right? Especially on the later ones, and the later interviews, and later TV appearances, and whatever. It's like, you can see it in his eyes that he is dying on the inside. He has turmoil, he has problems. Right, but he carries on smiling through it anyway. That takes dedication. That takes humility. It's not so much fake an emotion. It's like wearing a mask. He wears masks. This man, he goes out and he'd rather not be seen. He wears masks constantly. He's always wearing glasses to hide his eyes because he thinks that they're windows into the soul. Now, if you see him smile, he's smiling with his face. He is not smiling with his eyes. You can see there's sadness there. That's the reason why he wears shades quite a lot. You know, he doesn't want people to think bad of him. He wants people to think that he's happy and that he wants everybody else to be happy. He's trying to project happiness because that's what he wanted for people. That's what this man was all about. It was about the happiness in his life, and he wanted to make other people happy. He didn't want to make them sad. And as I said, it's easy to fake a smile. It's not so much easy to do it with your eyes, you know. So it's one possible explanation of why he does what he does. It was a really nice song. I've heard it a bunch of times, but this is the best version of that song I've ever heard. Best version of Smile. Bring up the Michael Jackson list. It's only because I've overheard it. I mean, his vocal performance in this is absolutely stunning. It's on point. But as a song, I'm gonna have to say that this is not my favorite of Michael Jackson, to be honest. I don't really consider it a Michael Jackson song, so I'm gonna have to put this in like E rank. It's not because of the vocal performance, it's just because I think I've overheard it. It was never one of my favorite songs, and it's like, I know Michael Jackson is singing it beautifully, but I don't think it stands in the Michael Jackson library. I think that there's a lot of better songs, a heck of a lot of better songs than this one. No offense to the person who originally sung it or originally wrote it, of course. That is one of the hardest Michael Jackson reactions I've had to do, along with Earth Song, Childhood. I think this entire album has been absolutely stunning. And what a way to finish. It's a sad way to finish, but I think it's warranted. It's needed. And yeah. One of the best albums I've ever heard in my life.